Hey everyone, it's Kim with Guide to the Good, and this is the next episode of Looks Like Social Enterprise. Nicole Dawe from CFNL and I are here today with Doug Pawson and Nicole Aylward of End Homelessness NL, and we are going to learn more about their organization and how they are working really hard to end homelessness in St. John's. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
At this time, the situation with homelessness is more visible to the outer community than it usually is. This is at this time across from Confederation Building. There's a community of people living in tents as an act of demonstration of their living homelessness. So. What we're trying to do, what these guys are doing, are lots of different things to try and prevent that problem from happening, but it's a much larger approach than that. Maybe, Nicole, we can talk a little bit about what the IRP, the Investment Readiness Program, is, why the IRP has selected End Homelessness St. John to as one of its recipients.
Yeah, of course. So we've been getting to hear all year from many of the amazing organizations who have been granting funds from the Investment Readiness Program this year. So the Investment Readiness Program is a granting program. Funds were provided by the Government of Canada. There are many folks who are facilitating that granting. One of them is the Community Foundations of Canada, and us as the Community Foundation of Newfoundland and Labrador helped to facilitate it in this province. The Investment Readiness Program is really looking to build capacity in nonprofits and charities around earned revenue and social finance as it relates to the really critical and important social, environmental, and cultural missions that they're working on. So in this case, End Homelessness is doing really important work in the province and in particularly the St. John's area. And the committee, when it went through that, saw both the immense need to support as we see increased numbers of people being unhoused, and also what you're going to hear about in terms of how they're thinking about the earned revenue and social finance as a tool to support that. So first, in case you're not familiar, it'd be great to hear a little bit about End Homelessness St. John's.
Great, yeah, thanks for coming by and profiling our work. So End Homelessness St. John's is a system planning entity. So when I say that, it's really trying to help facilitate a system of care for folks who are experiencing homelessness or who are at risk by connecting to relevant community agencies or resources, as well as housing options. So we do that through a number of initiatives here, including Homeconnect, which we'll be talking about today.
Yeah. So the things that, when you're talking about a systems approach, like, when the challenge of homelessness is visible, people have a knee-jerk response to want to help, but really this situation is so much more complex. It's an intersection of so many things. Is there any insight you can give to that?
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about homelessness and the pathways into it, there's never one pathway. There's multiple pathways. So we have to think about things related to intergenerational poverty, lack of mental health and substance use treatments, trauma, gender-based violence. There's a range of issues that can drive folks into homelessness or being at risk of it. So we have to work with all of those various stakeholders who are working in those fields to support individuals who are experiencing homelessness or who are maybe at risk, so that they can access the right supports at the right time.
Right. Wow. And some of the things that you're doing, there is a very active project that I think the IRP was really buoyed up by, is the Homeconnect program. Maybe Nicole, you can tell us about that.
Yeah, so as part of End Homelessness Service, Community and Sports, they designed a program back in 2019 to match individuals with a homeless history with a home and with some supports. So they launched back in the pandemic when it was so crucial people to have a home.
Right.
They launched a little early. I wasn't around then. It's pre-me, I'm a baby. And since then it's just been growing. So we're in our third year. And what the program is designed to do is take landlords who have availability in their space and have a willingness and a drive, a passion to help their community and build, and individuals who have complex housing histories or a homeless history, and match them together. And then they've added in the supports in the community. As Doug mentioned, there's tons of variable reasons why people end up struggling with housing and homelessness. And what we discovered is that people can have four walls and a roof, but they need a little bit of help just to get back on track with some extra things and accessing the proper tools and resources that the community can provide. Plug into that system in a way that makes it meaningful for them.
So imagine, I don't, but imagine I did have space that I had available. What would I do? Would I call you?
Yeah, if you've
and
got...
I wanted to support the community in this way, and also earn revenue, right? Because it's rent that you get paid. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you get paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nothing's free.
No.
Yeah, we love. You can call our Homelessness St. John's line. You can go online and find us. You can also check out Homeconnect at weekendended.ca/get started, and check out all about Homeconnect and all the programs that they provide, all the supports, and the benefits that we've had. We've had some huge successes over the last couple of years. I just checked before we came in, and we are at 64,000 nights of homelessness, of housing provided for the individuals who are homeless.
64,000.
Yeah.
I got $64,000 question.
64,000 nights.
So how does that translate? Is that since 2019? How does that work?
That's
Since it would have been since spring 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So that's, had there not been Homeconnect, then the people likely wouldn't have been, in the Homeconnect program if it didn't exist.
Yeah. The individuals that are with Homeconnect that are matched, we take a bit of time getting to know them with the supports of the community, and we take a bit of time getting to know our landlords and getting to know the space. And we like to think that every tenancy requires four things to be successful, and that's support, safety, sustainability, and affordability.
Right.
So we match individuals and landlords together, and then we add on that support that matches. And to date, we've got our average tenancy is 407 days.
Wow.
So individuals who were previously homeless or struggling have been sustainably housed for a very long time, and that means a lot.
Yeah, over a year. And that sort of points to the systems aspect of what you're doing. Those four pillars you mentioned. It's not a quick solution. It's a relationship building that system that allows people to become, I guess, stable in their home situation for extended periods of time. So that's great.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. When the program was conceived back in 2019, our co-worker Sherman Flight went around and asked individuals who had space, landlords who had space in their units, what was they were looking for, what kind of things they like. And one of the big things was it's difficult to house somebody who struggles in our community. They don't know how to help them.
Yeah.
Food insecurity, getting behind your bills, budgeting, mental health problems. It's all real difficult for landlords to handle. And so by adding the supports piece and plugging it into that, we've been able to create a system of care for clients that has been really successful.
Wow, that is amazing, and it's so holistic. So Nicole, going back to what the Community Foundation of Newfoundland and Labrador is part of, but also with the Community Foundation of Canada is trying to do to build communities, how does this fit in? I guess you could say a lot about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's fairly straightforward in terms of what Nicole and Doug have been able to talk about, but our kind of big vision is really thriving Newfoundland and Labrador communities where everyone belongs. And I think it's really hard to feel like you belong when you don't feel like you are able to find a place to have a home in a community. So I think Homeconnect is a really potent example of the ways that we can sort of make sure that people know they belong, that we want people to have homes and really feel like they belong inside that house. It's not just the four walls and those sorts of things, that there's more to kind of belonging in that. So yeah.
Awesome. And from the social enterprise perspective, for the revenue change, there's the landlord receives revenue, of course, for renting their space, and also supports both the landlord and the tenant, and all of us collectively then to build a community where everybody can belong and thrive.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what people can do to help end homelessness in St. John's and throughout the province is connect with Homeconnect if you have space, and check it out. See how it can work for you. You could do lots of really good things with one phone call, and then a good bit of figuring things out.
Yeah, give us a call.
Yeah,
we'll have a chat.
Okay. Do you want to say the telephone number?
Yeah, 709-765-4734.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for your continued support of all this.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and thanks, Kim, for Guide to the Good for hosting all of this. We really appreciate the way you amplify the
Wow.
things that people are doing.
It's so hard, right? Well, this isn't hard. This is great. But when things are hard, you look around and things are hard. But when you look a little further, you can see that there's so many good things happening, and there's so much work being done to make the things that are not good good, and that's good. That is good. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you, Kim. Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks. So check us out, www.guidetothegood.ca. It looks like social enterprise is a stream. This will be up on the page in a little while, and all the other people we've talked to are up already, just about. And we've got another excellent looks like social enterprise coming up just in 2 weeks. That's a lucky October because you get us twice, and that's the status of women. I think.
Yeah, status of women.
Check us out, follow us, and if you have space, contact these guys.